Hey, what's up guys? Rob here, and I'm back with another top 10 video. I've been cranking these out. I love doing them. Like I stated in my last one, this is going to be a two-parter, basically different categories. Today I'm going to talk about my top 10 favorite family films. Okay, basically like live action stuff. Films that I grew up with, and I have a bunch here to show you. As far as honorable mentions, I'm not going to take a lot of time to talk about each one of them, until I get to my top 10, but I feel like I should at least list them. So here we go with some honorable mentions. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. The Princess Bride, classic there. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. Hook. Now, I don't have the first one out here. I don't know why. Maybe. D2, The Mighty Ducks, and then D3, The Mighty Ducks, also The Mighty Ducks. So basically the Mighty Ducks movies. I like all three of them. Heavyweights. The Big Green. Blank Check. Man of the House with Chevy Chase, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. First Kid with Sinbad. Rookie of the Year. Pitcher's got a big butt. Angels in the Outfield. Hocus Pocus. Casper. The Witches. Ewoks, and I'm going to say Battle for Endor. I love Battle for Endor. I grew up with that movie. And yes, it's Ewoks, I know. Space Camp. Three Ninjas, the first one. The Wizard with Fred Savage. Problem Child. Problem Child 2. Good Burger. I'm a dude. She's a dude. He's a dude. We're all dudes. Anyway, those are just some honorable mentions. And I like all of them, man. I like all those movies. Those are just some classic family films. Some of them which I grew up with. Just really, really great stuff. So now we're going to get on to my top 10. Oh, another one I forgot to mention that I don't have out here. I guess I can't get everyone out here. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. One of the funniest movies ever, but definitely a great one. I got to mention that. But okay, so now let's get into my top 10. Starting with number 10 is, of course, Home Alone. This house is so full of people, it makes me sick. When I grow up and get married, I'm living alone. Do you hear me? I'm living alone. This movie, what can I say about it, has already been said. Okay? Just great from beginning to end. Love it. Home Alone. That comes in at number 10. Coming in at number 9 is a movie that I definitely grew up with. I remember watching when I was young. And it's got Mickey Rooney in it, Jim Dale, Helen Reddy, and Shelley Winters. And it's a kind of a musical. And it is Pete's Dragon. This is the original, not the remake. The remake is much, much different. But I love this movie. Like I like the songs. And I just like, Petey, he gets abused. People pick on him. And Elliot, the dragon, basically keeps him company. I showed my kids this film, and they really, really loved it. And still watching it today, there's so many memories that start flowing through. I feel like a kid again. 35th anniversary edition Blu-ray, really, really cool. So, for nostalgia purposes, that comes in at number 9. Coming in at number 8 is The Sandlot. There are a few sequels to this, but this is the only one I care about. you know, Babe Ruth, the great Bambino. Oh my God, you mean that's the same guy? You're killing me, Smalls. The Sandlot has everything. I love the music choices. I love the time period. All the characters. I love it. It's a great baseball movie. Alright, coming in at number 7 is another classic, and it's kind of a tearjerker, and it's a movie that I cannot watch the last part. I cannot. Old Yeller. My parents showed me this, especially my dad. We used to have a dog that looked kind of like Old Yeller. And Tommy Kirk. The movie is... It's very sad to see Old Yeller like get kind of tore up by a wolf, and then he gets locked away because he might have the disease, and then he ends up having the disease, and they have to shoot him. And it's an off-camera death. I mean, they're not going to show it. They also shoot a bull too that has a disease. There's a part where Tommy Kirk gets tore up by hogs. Just a crazy movie, but a good one. I will always remember Old Yeller. And there's one called Savage Sam. I guess it's the sequel. I remember seeing that, but I don't really like it as much as Old Yeller. So, number 6 is one of my favorite films of all time, and that is The Goonies. What can I say about this? This movie, the Fratellis, they go after Mikey and his friends because they're after the treasure, and they're underground, and they're looking for One-Eyed Willie. Really, really kind of like a big adventure film, mixed with some action in there. Really cool. There's scary moments too. When Mikey first goes into that pirate ship and he sees all those skeletons and stuff, that's kind of creepy. Imagine being a kid watching that. Pretty creepy stuff. Number 5. A movie that was really inventive for its time. And some of the stuff that they pulled off, I couldn't believe it. And that is Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. This is with Rick Moranis. This movie, directed by Joe Johnston, and the fact that they can, they get shrunk down. The kids, Rick Moranis' kids and the next door neighbor kids get shrunk by his shrinking machine. And they have to walk through the whole backyard, and it seems like a huge jungle. And there's like giant ants, there's giant scorpions, giant bees. Like an oatmeal cream pie cookie is it looks huge. Like there's just so many cool things. Like when it rains, like the raindrop is huge, and it seems like this big old flood that's happening. Fantastic movie. They made Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, which was just stupid. I mean, it was hilariously stupid. Then there was Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves, where Rick Moranis and his brother and then his wife gets shrunk instead of the kids. But this is my favorite. Grew up with that film. Coming in at number 4 is probably, really no surprise. E.T. What more can I say about this movie? This also has some tearjerker moments. When E.T. is about to die, and when he turns all white and stuff like that, it's really kind of hard to watch. I admit I teared up at the end when he leaves. I think all the performances are great in this movie. Definitely a movie that it's definitely a movie where you feel for the characters. Even E.T., as a character, you really feel for him. So, number 3 is one of the first movies I ever saw in my life, and that is The Never-Ending Story. This has fantastic music. Wolfgang Petersen directed this. And when it comes to this movie, there's Never-Ending Story 2, and then 3. I think 3 had Jack Black in it. But the first one, I love the journey and the adventure. There's some there's some scary parts and some tearjerkers. You know, where Artex, the horse, he basically goes into that sinking mud or quicksand or whatever, and he you know, goes under, and Atreyu loses him. And then, you know, the wolf that's always the Gamorreek or whatever that's following Atreyu, he's kind of freaky. There's some scary parts where Atreyu has to go through these gates, these big statues that shoot lasers and things like that, and he has to go through them to get to the next place where he has to go. I just love the creatures and the effects in this movie, and I'm not really sure who did the effects in this, but yeah, it's really, really good film. It's got an amazing soundtrack too. Number 2, this would also be considered like one of my favorite comedies, but it's definitely a great family film. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Gene Wilder. Love this movie. It's funny, it's entertaining. I love the part where all the kids get a golden ticket. They go inside the factory and they go into the chocolate room, which he calls it the chocolate room, but it's this big room with anything you can eat. Like if there's like leaves on a tree, you can eat the leaves. You can eat like, you know, like there's these like mushrooms growing out of the ground. You can eat it, whatever is like cream inside the mushroom, and the river is made of chocolate. And there's all these inventing rooms, and this movie is so good. I just love. It's almost like an adventure in a way. You get to explore the factory, Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. But Gene Wilder was the perfect choice for Willy Wonka. I said good day, sir. World of Pure Imagination. It's also got a lot of. You could say that this is sort of a musical in a way, because there are a lot of songs that they sing. Yeah, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory way better than Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I'm just saying. Okay, so now we get to my number 1 favorite family film of all time, and my parents even saw this back in the day, and it's one of their favorites as well, and that is Wizard of Oz, no question. Wizard of Oz. Great characters, the stuff that they accomplished, the fact that they shot this in color, it went from black and white to color, was great. But you have Frank Morgan, Judy Garland, Jack Haley, Billy Burke, Margaret Hamilton, who played the witch, the Wicked Witch of the West. You know, the Munchkins, and which is basically like a musical in a way, but you know, you got the Tin Man, Scarecrow, and the Lion. They're off to see the wizard, to follow the yellow brick road, because Dorothy wants to get those the ruby slippers, or she wants to find a way home, but she's got to get those ruby slippers off because the witch wants them. So the witch wants the ruby slippers. Well, blame Glenda for that. Okay, it's not like Dorothy didn't ask for the damn slippers. Okay, you know, and all Glenda could have just said was tap your heels and go home. She could have said that, and none of this would have happened. But you know, then we wouldn't have a movie, I guess. But it's a great one. It's a world of imagination and different characters. It's a lot of fun. And there are some things that scared me when I was younger. You know, the Wicked Witch, a lot of the stuff she did scared me. When she appears in the viewing globe and like how about some fire, Scarecrow? She throws a fireball at him and lighting him on fire. And when she melts, great effects. I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy how she was melting. This is a movie that I'll never forget, and it's definitely my top favorite family film. My number 1 favorite family film of all time. So, kind of a different list. A lot of the ones that I mentioned for my honorable mentions, could have been on the list, but there's just so many good ones. But again, quick recap: number 10, Home Alone. Number 9, Pete's Dragon. Number 8, The Sandlot. Number 7, Old Yeller. Number 6, The Goonies. Number 5, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Number 4, E.T. Number 3, The Never-Ending Story. Number 2, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And number 1, The Wizard of Oz. So there you go. It's my top 10 favorite family films of all time. And definitely go check out my last video where I did my top 10 favorite animated movies. And yeah, go subscribe to Jillian, I think that's his name. Put his link in the description. I did at the last video as well, so definitely go check him out, subscribe. I'll definitely be back with more top 10 videos. I'm trying to figure out different kind of videos to do. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments if you want me to do different kinds of top 10 videos or different kinds of videos, list videos, you know, whatever. I'm up to doing anything. So I hope you guys have been enjoying my content. Thank you very much for subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.